warn other blacks across the country to not come to Florida.
Hey, what's up, you all? Welcome back. I'm Van. Now we are all the LFR family. Since you click play, you are part of the LFR family now. Do me a favor and click that like button. That would be amazing. That would really help push the video, and share it if you really enjoy it. And go to LFRfamily.com a little later and ask me about the Bang Bang Tea. Trust me, you will really enjoy the answer that you get. I'm not playing. Now, this dude is an upcoming superstar. His name is Byron Donalds, and he's talking to one of my new friends, Tucker Carlson. Yeah, y'all didn't know I knew him, did y'all? See, you learn something new every day. I don't know him. As a matter of fact, one day I'm gonna go sit down and talk to him. Hopefully, Emily Campagno is somewhere in the building. If she's not, that's cool. I'm not coming in to see no Emily Campagno anyway. I'm coming in for some professional just to have a conversation about life and politics. But y'all let me know whatever y'all want me to know about this right here, man. Because Byron Donalds is definitely a rising superstar right now, man.
Welcome back to our lying special. There are a couple purposes of lying. The most obvious is to hide what you're actually doing. But the more sinister intent of lying is to cause people to be terrified and to hate each other. And you see an awful lot of that. Here's one example. The Florida NAACP just declared that it is unsafe for black people to visit the state of Florida. Watch this.
To warn other blacks across the country to not come to Florida, not send their children to Florida, not vacation in Florida.
James Newakil.
Wow, what you got against Florida? I know what he probably got against Florida. Probably the daggone y'all saw them videos of all them kids that went out there, all the young people that went out there for spring break. For Miami, they went to Miami, and it was like 2 killings out there. A couple of people got hurt. A bunch of people was getting their cars stomped on by a gang of youngins, just having fun in the streets, and they just stomping on their daggone cars, dancing on it, twerking on their cars, busting out their windows, all on top of the roof while they just trying to drive by. You know, people been run over when they running away from people that's shooting. So much stuff is happening. So yeah, it is dangerous in Florida. But guess who's making it dangerous? Knuckleheads who think it's fun to accost people. Knuckleheads who think it's cool to go to a place where it's women and drinks and good food, and we supposed to be having a nice good time. The weather is beautiful, and guess what it says, dude? Like it's just painting a perfect evening to go and shoot somebody in the face. To just start shooting and just mess up everything. Because that's how daggone selfish these people are.
Is the president of the Lee County NAACP. He said the travel advisory is necessary in wake of what he called draconian laws targeting African Americans, supported by Governor Ron DeSantis. Newakil said if the travel advisory hurts black business owners like Jones, it will be a sacrifice.
So it's not Oakland or Gary, Indiana, or Chicago that's dangerous, it's Florida. Byron Donalds lives in Florida. In fact, he represents Florida in the United States Congress, Southwest Florida. He seems to be thriving. He joins us now. Congressman, thank you so much for coming on. I'm laughing at the absurdity of this, but what do you think the effect of saying something like that is?
I mean, the effect is dangerous because it continues this division in our country, which is absolutely ludicrous, especially in the state of Florida. We're a great state. We're open to everybody. We don't want indoctrination. That's clear. But we teach black history. We allow black businesses to thrive. Obviously, I'm thriving. So many other black professionals are thriving in Florida. This is a joke.
Well, yeah, especially because the recent voting results in Florida show, you know, lots of people of different colors voting for the same candidate. So if you believe in an integrated society where race is not the most important thing, that seems to be happening in Florida.
It is happening in Florida and so much more. So what the NAACP is trying to do, in my sense, is trying to score political points, but they're failing. Frankly, the Democrat Party in Florida is failing, and it's with good reason. And frankly, it's a good thing because people are choosing Florida more and more. You're seeing that all the time. Look, I can't wait to leave D.C. and get back. So that's all I got to say about it.
That is true. A lot of people are choosing Florida. You're looking at the cost of living is better. The weather is better. The food is definitely not better. I don't care if you're from Florida. Ain't no way in the world you're going to tell me that the food is better. It's not better than the food that's in DC. I don't know if it's better than where you're from, but it's definitely not better than the food that's in DC. Okay. But from what I'm hearing, man, Florida is a great state to live in. My daughter, when she got married, she moved to Florida from Maryland. Yeah, she's a school teacher, man. I wonder why Byron Donalds didn't bring that up, the whole Miami thing, because I didn't even know that he was from Florida, actually.
I should also say, as just a factual matter, you represent, the prettiest place in Florida, so you have extra reason to say that. But it does.
I do.
It does seem like maybe Florida is a destination for people who are specifically rejecting that kind of old-fashioned rhetoric.
It is. Well, I mean, what people reject and why they come to our state is because, one, they just want to be left alone. They want their kids to actually learn. They want common sense policy, and they want an environment where all people can thrive and not be concerned about political rhetoric, indoctrination, foolishness. Come to the free state of Florida. It's just better.
Hey, what you mean it's just better? It's just better than what, Byron? What's it better than? Huh?
Yeah, and maybe talk about race a little less and just treat people as people. Congressman Byron Donalds of Southwest Florida, happy to have you on tonight. Thank you.
Can't nobody treat people as people anymore. Like, what's the point of that? The point is to get people riled up, to get people angry, hurt people's feelings, lie. You want to lie a lot. You don't want to accept any facts. You don't want to talk about any facts. You want to talk about what you feel. As a matter of fact, when you talk about, like when I heard someone was talking about all this stuff that's been going on in Miami during spring break, all the young people just, the couple of people getting killed and people getting beat up and ruining people's property and stuff like that. People always, when they hear that, they always like to say, but what about how they grew up and the fact that they don't know any better and they not being taught properly and their parents aren't doing their jobs and their teachers aren't doing their jobs and just blaming everybody but these young people. You couldn't blame you when I was younger. You blamed me for what I did. You didn't blame my guardian for what I did. You didn't blame the school system for what I did. You blamed me. If Van effed up, then Van will have to deal with whatever comes with it. Someone says all the time, you play stupid games, you get stupid prizes. So right now, I know they're just telling the NAACP, look, what you're doing right now is called scare tactics. You're trying to scare people into moving to Florida. As a matter of fact, you're trying to get people to move away from Florida. You don't want people to vote for anything that goes on in Florida. You don't want people to visit there. You don't want people to, go to any of their amusement parks, any of their restaurants, nothing, stay in any of their hotels, none of that. So he's looking at one or two things like with tunnel vision based off of the whole conversations that he's been having in his private meetings of people that don't put out all of the information. They just get angry and angry and angry and angry. Yeah, you know what they doing, right? They not even trying to teach us our history no more in schools. Yeah, and that's against us. We need to get our families up out their schools. We need to do that right now before it's too late. So that's what's going on, man. And they're just lying to people. They're just lying to people. And since so many people lack critical thinking skills, they don't want to do their own research. They don't even want to watch a video and just consider different things. Reason why I started doing these type of videos is because I wanted to listen to people who I knew did not think the same way that I thought, did not have the same political upbringing or thoughts that I have. And I knew that I would have to actually listen to them objectively, not take everything that they were saying in, but at least try to understand. And if I didn't understand, ask more questions, and then I'll receive the answers I wanted. What ended up coming from that is that now I feel like I'm way more balanced. I'm a bit more sharp than I was before when it comes to what's going on in politics, what's going on in society, what's going on social media, what's going on in the government, like what's going on outside of this country, just different nations and how they're pitting one country against the other, and it's just crazy, man. Race relations is just so way off, and that's because a great deal of people don't mind being sheep. They don't mind being sheep. They don't want to learn any laws because they expect for lawyers and judges and police officers and anybody connected to laws to just do their jobs. And if something don't smell right, then they say, look, I don't think that's right, but they don't know exactly what's right or wrong. And people that take advantage of their positions, they know this and they get away with it. It is what it is. So at some point, we all got to sharpen our tools. Iron sharpens iron. You got to go and tap somebody on the shoulder and give them some good news, give them some information that's going to help them out. The same way all of my supporters do for me in the comment sections, in the DMs, on my Twitch live stream. People reach out to me and say, yo, you should look at this, and you'll get more information on that. Or you should look over here. You'll get more information on that. So yeah, it does help.